If you often hit the gym feeling tired, slow, and unmotivated, in this video I'm gonna talk about what I have been doing before, during, and after a workout, which helped me to give my best and then make progress in pretty much every single session that I do. Try to make as many of these shifts in your day as possible and you will get the same results. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ, a Vietnamese guy. I help males gain weight and strength, becoming bigger and stronger versions of themselves. Recently, my weight has increased from 55 to more than 70 kilograms. You can check out YouTube shorts on this channel for my training style, strength, and physique. Before a typical workout session, there are some changes that I made, which of course are beneficial for me. So the very first one, the main reason why sometimes I will feel tired and unmotivated, even weak during the workout, is that I didn't have any pre-workout meal, especially when it comes to the periods when I was still training at home. This fucking area right here, I just woke up after the nap, and then maybe if there were any kind of task that I needed to do a little bit, okay, I'm gonna do it, or else was just gonna get straight right into the training session. Okay, didn't have any kind of meal beforehand to get the energy, and luckily I still managed to accomplish most of them. However, I can say that I didn't do my best. I didn't train at my full potential. I could have done better, okay, and then I could have made more progress faster, but I didn't because of that. And so I started to add one more meal into my diet plan, which is the pre-workout meal, and I'm gonna have it before the session starts, minimum 45 to 60 minutes, so that it can get digested properly and have no problems with my stomach later on. Specifically, what I'm looking for is carb, so I usually have one potato or at least something that can get me a bit full. So maybe sometimes I would switch up into 10 almonds plus one banana. That can get me full and the energy too. Also, remember to get hydrated within 30 minutes before the workout starts. The second thing is that I didn't prepare what I was gonna train specifically in terms of the exercises, the number of reps and sets. Yeah, so it is just like we want to go somewhere, but we do not even know where to go. Crazy, right? But I was at that kind of situation, and so I noticed it, and I knew that I gotta prepare what I'm gonna train. Then I would set each exercise's target so that I can imagine myself at those brutal sets, hitting them successfully. Maybe at least 15 reps on body weight pull-ups, done. I'm gonna imagine this, okay, that is the target. I'm gonna hit it no matter what, and then boom, I got it. Also, I would watch people on the internet showing or teaching me about the proper form and technique, which is so crucial, because if we do not get it on point right away at the initial phases, when we are still training with the easy or even the easiest variation or lightweight, I would say, and then when we do them with more difficult level or more heavier weight with those poor and bullshit form and technique like that, the likelihood of us getting injured is so fucking high, to the point that it might be unavoidable at that time. So gotta have them right away, correctly, from now on. Another thing is that I still had other crucial tasks of the day remained unfinished, especially the university related tasks. So I would have a bunch of them still laying out here within the to-do list. I still have not finished them, and maybe in the workout session I might have thought about them so much. So basically they were just running in my mind, oh shit, I have a lot of stuff to do after this workout. Oh shit, I should have completed them before this so that I can finish the workout session more successfully, but I didn't. I was a bitch. So right now maybe I have to skip the workout. Oh shit. So I gotta finish them earlier. That is the only way. And then I started to wake up early consistently after doing my hygiene routine. I hopped on right away this laptop and this desk to finish them. Maybe that would take me around the whole morning. That's fucking it. And then when it comes to the afternoon, which is also the time that I usually hit the gym, I'm gonna do it. There are no fucking excuses for me anymore to talk to myself like a bitch that, oh, I have this thing that I've gotta do. No any other reasons that do even make sense about it anymore. I'm just gonna focus on training hard and eating more. That's fucking it. And beforehand, I would just spend my time right after waking up on some weird and long ass morning routine, including cold shower in the winter. Fortunately, I'm still alive till now. Gratitude journaling, meditation and stuff. Yeah. Even though they were kind of bullshit, I would say, but somehow I'm still grateful for them because they created this version of me right now with a bunch of discipline. I gotta accomplish them before I am allowed to do or to move on other stuff. I gotta finish them. So it was something that maybe have done wonders to me so that I could go to the gym when I first started it every fucking single day. Unlike most of the people out there, they will just sign up, maybe went to the gym several times per week and then done. Fucking done. The last thing to do before the workout or myself is that I was scared before the workout. I got scared, and maybe you will understand this when it comes to leg workout and cardio one, running. To me, they are fucking brutal, and I didn't want to do it because it's hard, okay? And people are there, they do not want to do it also. But I know that this is the time when people quit, and that's why they are so mediocre. So I gotta do something about it so that I can get inspired to put in the hard work and finish them. And so I started to watch motivational videos of people, of big and strong guys whom I look up to when they are training or they're talking about stuff related to the workout that I'm gonna do, or even they talking while they're doing the training, like David Goggins or Eric Bugenhagen. Of course, sometimes, usually I would say that, we do not need motivation, we need to be disciplined, right? But to me, before the workout, I still have some free time, so why not just watching those guys who are fucking aliens, strong as fuck, especially David Goggins at that kind of age. He's still able to do crazy running stuff and gym rings muscle ups while I'm still struggling with weight pull-ups right here. It's crazy. It's insane, bro. So those guys are definitely the motivation for me, the genuine sources for me to watch and then I'm gonna finish it. So just like David Goggins, just like Ian Barsigo, just like Eric Bugenhagen, I'm gonna fucking do it. And then I'm gonna imagine David running next to me and say that, who's gonna carry a fucking boat? I am. I was doing that shit so many times, bro, and it helped me till the end of the workout session. So I'm grateful for that. Alright, and a bonus right here. I started to sleep enough. Specifically at night, I'm gonna have minimum 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and go to bed earlier. Of course, I want to be an exception. I want to be exceptional. I want to get the exceptional results. So by definition, I gotta become an exception. So I gotta go to bed at 9:30 p.m. Okay, ignore all the fucking fun out there. I'm just gonna go to sleep so that I can wake up early and start my fucking day as productively as possible. The best quality of sleep that I could, and that is about the sleep at night. And also I would have more for myself a 15 to 20 minute nap at the noon, so that in the afternoon when I am supposed to hit the gym, I gotta have the energy besides putting in the food into my mouth as well. All right, during the workout, I didn't warm up properly. I understand the fact that I needed to do some kind of warm up, so I still did dynamic warm up like this. Okay, boom, 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 boom. I still did this shit, and then I'm done. I moved on to the very first exercise. So, for example, within my pool workout, I would have weighted pull-ups with 20 kgs as the first exercise. I'm gonna hit it right away, which is crazy. And lucky for me, I didn't have any severe injuries from that shit, or else I'm just not gonna be able to train anymore for the rest of my life. So yeah, that was kind of crazy for me to do that shit. But right now, when I understand it more and have more knowledge as well as experience, I have been doing warm-up sets. So for that exercise again, I'm gonna do several reps on or with body weight pull-ups first, and then I have warm-up sets with lighter weight, specifically 5 kgs on weighted pull-ups, 10 kgs, 15 kgs, and then the main working sets with 20 kgs. I noticed that when I saw my body was kind of weak when I was doing body weight pull-ups, which I have been doing for maybe for several years too now, and it is so easy to me, but why in the first set my body still felt kind of weak and awkward like that? Or because I didn't do any warm-up set with just several body weight pull-ups. So that has become a must-have for me. I cannot ignore it. My body was still cool or even cold, and it was not adapted to that movement, even though it has been doing that shit for a while. But we gotta make it familiarized with a movement for that specific session, as if the exercise was the first one of the workout session. I don't give a fuck even if it is the 5th or even the 6th exercise of the workout. I don't care about it. I gotta do some kind of warm-up sets before, so that will help me a lot with the main working sets later on. Next thing is that I didn't have enough rest time, and actually I didn't even, or let me see, I didn't even hold the belief that resting more for nearly 10 fucking minutes is possible at that time. But after I watched Ian Barsico and purchased some kind of programs, and they all say that, oh, you need to rest at least 4 to 5 to 7 fucking minutes between sets and exercises. Oh shit. So that's why I was so weak. Okay, I'm gonna do and follow their advice to see how it goes, and then boom, I'm able to hit the sets successfully to failure as well. And the next training session, I can increase the weight or the difficulty level of that exercise. Done. So that knowledge has broken my bad or my detrimental belief of myself. That is important as well. Okay, the third one is that I got distracted. And to be honest with you, I'm not that distracted by looking at the phone or talk or listening to music, because I didn't have all of them besides me. Even till now, I don't have them. I do not even like the fucking music at the gym. It is so fucking loud and meaningless bullshit right there. I just like R&B and stuff. Anyway, I still made a mistake, is that I talked to people, especially the guys that I made friends with at the gym, and there were some experiences that I felt like I wish I hadn't done that shit. I wish I hadn't talked to them within those specific sessions, so that I can save so that I could save my energy for the main sessions. And sometimes I would even feel my mouth, it's gonna get so dry and tired as well, because I was talking too much. Until after the fucking session, I still felt it. So lock the fuck in, get to focus, no distraction, no phone, no talking, no music, blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, during the workout, gotta make sure we get dehydrated. Do not forget to drink, or even do not forget the water. And at the gym, I sometimes I will see that kind of situation when people do not even bring the water with them. Okay, maybe they were at some kind of places that they couldn't bring the water, but most of the cases I think that there are not any kind of excuses that we cannot bring the water with us from home, to save the fucking money, and also to drink from the sources that we believe the quality as well. It is important. The water in those fucking plastic bottles, we do not even know how long they have been kept there. Okay, that's my own opinion and also my own perspective, so I need to get hydrated with my own water. Remember to do it during the workout session. I trained with poor form and technique, and that's why recently, I guess, I don't know, but I guess that's the reason why I got the fucking lower back injury. It isn't that severe, but it kind of prevents me from training normally again after the left wrist injury. Crazy, but okay, another lesson. No worries, it's okay. So I gotta draw myself a lesson, is that I gotta train with proper form and technique. Even though I have to lower the weight or the difficulty level of the exercise, at least it would get more efficient, not only for my body to not get injured, but also for the muscle group that I'm targeting. Maybe I'm gonna do the heaviest weight that I can pull, but it doesn't hit the fucking muscle group that I'm targeting. Okay, so eventually I will get the pump that I want and also reduce the risk of injury as much as possible. So remember that. Okay, this is another interesting point, is that I didn't have a suitable training program. I created my own program. Okay, of course based on the information that I got to figure out on the internet, but I created my own. Normally, for example, people will have push workout, right, including chest, tricep and shoulder. At that time I just had 2 days tailored specific law for chest and shoulder. That's fucking it. Tricep, I was gonna train it on the other day. And also there was one big mistake of mine. That shit didn't even matter with this one. This is so big that I increased the weight immediately within the session. So I had for myself the target of the exercise, for example 8 reps for this shit. If I am able to hit it right away in the first set, I'm gonna increase it right away, and the number of sets will get reset back to the first one. So I would have 3 main working sets, okay? But because I did hit 8 reps in the first one, that shit would be counted as the warm-up set, and the next one would be counted as the very first one out of those 3 working sets. Crazy. And so that shit would increase the duration of my workout session for too long, minimum 2 fucking hours. And I remember that I did even do the drop bar deadlift, which was the exercise that I really loved, because I could get higher and heavy with this. 120 kgs in total. Just count the plates, not to mention the weight of the bar. Okay, but yeah, I remember that I hit it for 5 fucking sets, or even 6, because I just kept increasing the weight during the fucking session, which was crazy of mine. Which was crazy of me. And also I got more fatigue when it comes to the later sets, and maybe the later exercises after that. It was not that wise, to be honest. And so after again I got the knowledge and experience, and information from the program that I purchased, so on and so forth. I figure out that I need to increase the weight in the next fucking session. But not this. Just try to train further with this weight or with this difficulty level. Try to finish it as hard as possible, and then I'm done with it. So I gotta know that I have to invest in some kind of knowledge to have a structured one, and I'm really glad that recently I have something to complement my knowledge and add into my inventory. Okay, the last one is that when it comes to after the workout, what have I been doing? So many times I would feel like my muscle was still sore and weak, even until the next session. I still feel that shit. When, of course, the session that I'm gonna hit the same muscle, I still feel sore because of these mistakes. The first one is that I didn't stretch at the end of the session. To me at that time, it was just optional. It wasn't a must. So to me right now, it is a fucking to-do, a must. So stretch. It would facilitate muscle recovery speed and efficiency as well. So I'm gonna do it at the end of every single session. I don't care if I'm gonna be in a rush or not. I have to do some kind of stretching, or else I would feel some lax when I didn't do it or I haven't done any of it. So that's the first one. Stretch, gotta have it. The second one is that I didn't rest enough for a specific muscle group. Basically, I was still training it in the next session when it was still sore. Maybe it's like my back or my chest. So right now, with my knowledge, nowadays I'm gonna rest minimum 4 days for a specific muscle group. So when I train to failure recently, for instance my bicep, when I do it just with 2 fucking sets, I'm gonna get so sore to the point that even on the next or even on the following day after the tomorrow, I still feel uncomfortable with it. Of course, it is not injured, okay? It is just the muscle. It was broken down so that it could get bigger and basically grow and get stronger as well. But yeah, I got so uncomfortable with it when I have to reach out my arms or doing some kind of stuff with my biceps. And then after 4 days minimum, I feel great again and I'm ready to go with it again and get sore with it again. So those are all the things that I have been doing that facilitate the recovery and my feeling, enhance my feeling, and also boost my motivation during the workout so that I can finish all of them as efficiently as possible, and then I can work out in the next session with more progress, with more weight, with more difficulty level and stuff. Alright, you can download my free guide 5 daily mistakes keeping you skinny and weak and how to fix them in the link of the description. And also, if you want me to help you structure your schedule and meals for max energy, apply for the free online personal coaching now, also in the link of the description. That's it. Goodbye, man.